In Prey and Killer of Killers, we got to look at the ancient past of the Predator timeline. And later this year, we're getting a glimpse into the distant future. Here to tell us about Predator Badlands, please welcome director Dan Trachtenberg and the stars of the film, Elle and Dimitrius, Schuster-Koloamatangi. Welcome.
You're making a new Predator. Can we just celebrate that real quick? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Making nobody. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've all been big Predator fans forever. It feels like video games have been borrowing from Predator movies and for as long as Predator movies have existed. This one, to me, as a big fan of video games, you know, you've got a character that gets dropped into this new world and starts having to fight all these bigger, scarier monsters. Feels like a really kick-ass third-person video game to me. So, was there any inspiration there?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I mean, there's a few that have influenced me over the years and definitely kind of come together in this. One would be in the combination of like Half-Life 2 when you meet the robot dog that's like your pet, but you befriend it. I mean, the Prince of Persia, the reboot of Prince of Persia, and Uncharted, where it's like having the companion along with the journey makes it that much more rich and entertaining. And then, of course, the 2018 God of War. Or was the Mimir on his strapped to his belt? Was that the new Ragnarok, or was that in the first one?
The first one.
It was in the first one, yeah. So even that was all of that kind of influenced the nature of Deck and Thea in this movie, along with many other things.
Awesome.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Al?
Totally. I'm in a video game.
You are. This huge video game this year.
Yeah.
Huge. Yeah.
I want to talk about that in a second, but first, wasn't the working title for this backpack?
Sure was.
Yeah, and that made a lot more sense seeing the poster where you're being carried, or half of you is. You're kind of half in the movie. Can we talk about your guys' dynamic and just sort of what the relationship's like in the film?
Yes. Well, I'm like, what can I say? But I play Thea, and she is a synthetic. She's an android. I think you guys have seen that she works for Weyland-Yutani. That's in her eyes. And she's broken, so she is cut in half. She's just a torso at this moment. And she's on Genna, one of the deadliest planets in the universe. And Deck, the Predator, he finds himself on that planet. He meets Thea, and I become not human, I guess, a robot backpack companion.
Which is, very C-3PO Chewbacca Empire Strikes Back.
Also, kind of the initial inspiration.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Demetrius, how do you audition to be a Predator? Like, how does that work?
It's fun, is what it is. I think, so the original auditioning process, I didn't even know that it was for the Predator. It was just like a one-page thing, just said like creature.
Right, you're like, why do they keep making me make that noise?
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, this is a weird audition. I had to do it in like a just interpretation, make up your own language. And then, they had me run a obstacle course like I was American Ninja Warrior. But it was fun. It was a really cool process. Like, it wasn't until the meeting I had to have with Dan where I started to click. I was like, oh, he did Prey. This could be some creature in there. But it was cool.
Awesome.
Nice. And in this one, the Predator is like speaking, beyond just like mimicking swear words that he heard a human say. Tell us about that. Did you have to learn how to speak Yautja?
Yes, yeah. So
both of them.
Yeah, both of us had to do sessions with Britton Watkins. He was the guy behind the language. He constructed a whole, Yautja alphabet and put together the language for us. Had to do many sessions with him, learning it. But it was such a cool process. Like, I've never had to do anything, like this for any other job. So being able to just fully immerse myself into this character was awesome.
Yeah.
Did you get to play with some really fun weapons, both of you?
Hell yeah.
I like the shoulder cannon. It's a personal fave.
Yeah.
Just point, blast. Head pops off.
We need action figures.
Now, Elle, you were just tomorrow in Death Stranding 2.
Yes.
Excellent work, by the way.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about how the experience compares doing performance capture for an actual video game that's very cinematic versus doing conventional acting for a movie that's very video gamey?
Yeah, that's interesting. you know, I'd never done motion capture before, so that we, with Hideo, we went to the facility that they shot Avatar in with a lot of the guys who worked on Avatar, and so we were in those full suits with the, you know, the camera is like right in front of your face, capturing everything. You have all the dots. It's very specific. I mean, so yeah, that was a whole new experience, I will say. But I was also playing a character in that, just like I'm playing a character in Badlands. And so, I don't know, my approach to story is pretty much the same. I think what's amazing about this film is that it's tangible, like things are practical. You know, it's always been, you know, someone in the Predator suit and he's there. It's not like you're looking at a tennis ball, and Dimitrius is a phenomenal actor, and I got to see his face this time. He wasn't covered with a mask, so he could show his emotions and I could look him in the eyes when I wasn't riding on his back. But that's something I think that people are going to be surprised by with this story, of like the humanity of the story and emotion. But there's no humans involved. It's a creature and a robot, but it's almost one of the most emotional stories you'll see this year. Like the story that he's come up with. So, yeah, answer your question. But as an actor, I don't know. I don't view it differently. It's like,
sure, yeah.
The story is a story. You're trying to play the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, just use your imagination. Sometimes you have to use a little bit more than others.
Yeah. Now, Dan, we got to address this. The Weyland-Yutani logo.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
I
is.
kind of already said
Cool
it.
logo, right?
Yeah, probably no connection. Yeah, so there's currently, you know, Alien Earth is coming out in like 2 weeks, and then there's the Romulus sequels entering production like right before this hits theaters. I assume there's been some communication with Fede Alvarez and with Noah Hawley. How do you guys make sure you're not stepping on each other's toes in terms of like lore, story beats, whether or not things involve xenomorphs?
Right. Well, Fede's a good friend, and Noah I got to speak with over the years and recently as well. And I think the cool of everything that's out there right now is that none of it. Sometimes I find, I'm sure you guys would agree, that watching television especially, but sometimes movies can feel like homework, or like I got to catch up in order to enjoy something. And thankfully, I think what Fede did, what I'm doing, and what Noah has done, that everyone's about to see, none of it is like required homework to watch any other individual part. But certainly in success, it would be awesome for things to come together in a fun way. I certainly have always been a little bit averse to when people are really eager to establish a cinematic universe or crossover things, and it just feels like they're taking their action figures and smashing them together. And I think it would be cooler to have a much more elegant way into things being combined.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, at the very least, we can just celebrate the fact that these franchises are doing amazing things individually right now. Like, Predator is in such a cool spot. Alien's in a cool spot.
Yeah.
That just rules. Elle and Dimitrius, I want to talk a little bit about the two of you sort of just getting out there into the wild and kicking ass. Like, you get to fight a bunch of cool stuff in this. Like, we're playing with scale like we've never seen before in this universe, and it's really interesting. And obviously, you didn't actually, or maybe you did, get out there and take down a 100-foot monster. I wasn't there. Maybe you have. It's possible. But yeah, tell me a little bit about that part of it, about the actual physicality, getting your hands dirty, getting out there and fighting.
Yeah.
I think it was awesome, like like you said, it's something like a scale that hasn't been touched in the universe, and we know predators to be the scariest hunters, in all of the galaxy. They're the top dogs. So being able to put them in positions where it's like they're up against these like monstrous things, it's such like a thing. I guess the fans have been so eager to see as well. So I think we're just really happy that we're able to deliver that to them, and yeah, it was a lot of fun, a lot of sweat.
Yeah, a lot of sweat.
A lot of harnesses.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely challenging. It was like kind of a new genre, new territory for me, of like working with, all the incredible stunt team and having to prepare for something like in a physical way. I hadn't really done that before, so it was very new. And we filmed in New Zealand on beautiful locations, and so like I was saying before, but things were practical. Like we were hooked up together, we were on wires flying through the air together. Like the stunt team created rigs that have never been used before, and like they really had to put their heads together to figure out how they were going to make things work, and to be a part of that. And I felt like they really included both of us too, of like what would help you to do this scene and how can we make this more comfortable, or wires would be connected to trees, like, and we'd be going through the river like together attached, and this wire was like above us connected to just like nature. Like it was just like we would look at ourselves like, how is this real? Like this is what we're doing right now. But yeah, I had some good badass fight sequences that I love. One in particular.
Yeah, there really
stands out.
is a lot of action in this movie, not just by amount, but by flavor. Like there's just so many different types of set pieces. And there's a spine rip in the movie that I think rivals anything you've ever seen from any of the franchise. And I've done a lot of, with Kill of Killers, it was like kind of like 4 other entries, but also the things that Elle has to do in the movie are incredibly inventive and unique, and fights like you've never seen before, and she kicks butt. So
love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm glad we held off on writing IGN's top 100 spine rips.
Good call.
You know it's coming.
Good call.
We got to wrap things up in a second, but you mentioned Killer of Killers.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that they spotted Dutch in the background. Would you be open to the idea of doing maybe a Predator movie set in present day and bringing back Schwarzenegger to reprise the role?
I'd be so. I mean, how could I not be? Now, F that. Arnold hip? Dutch what? No. Of course, it would be incredible.
Was that Dutch in Killer of Killers?
Was that Dutch in Killer of Killers? I don't know.
There's like a guy, apparently not. There's like a little guy in the background. It's like in one of the tubes in the thing. People think that's, maybe you're, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all these, people just want to connect the dots.
Yeah, I know.
Dan knows all.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much. I'm super excited about this. The hunt begins when Predator Badlands hits theaters November 7th, but right now it is time for more San Diego Comic-Con right here on IGN.